For advertising information, call 972-398-4200.
Welcome to the Newsbreak, Southlake. I'm Anne-Marie Shambaugh with a look at stories that are making news today in Southlake. Residents were intently focused on the upcoming Carroll ISD school bond referendums Monday in a meeting of the district's Board of Trustees. While voters will also be faced May 9th with determining the next mayor of the city, voters in the Carroll ISD will also have to decide whether to support 3 bond propositions. Organized opposition and support groups have formed, and following is a selection of the comment from the public to the Board of Trustees on Monday.
Our charge was not just to look for reasons to have a bond, but for look to ways in our everyday running of the schools to make them better.
Hi, I'm Kayla Modi, and I'm in 5th grade at Durham Intermediate. I'm also in student council. If I could vote, I would vote yes for the bond because we are the future leaders from Southlake Carroll.
We have taken aim, as you know, at the claim that the school district has said that voters can pass this bond without an increase in the tax rate. Now, that is a key bit of information there. First of all, some of these bonds are going to go out for 20 or 30 years. And I don't think anybody in this room expects that the tax rate's not going to go up in the next 20 or 30 years. The second thing, the reason that we call attention to that claim is because the bond language, as posted on the school district's website, says that taxes, quote, without limit as to rate or amount, close quote, will be used to pay for the bonds. Now, I'm not an attorney. I don't know if that's boilerplate language that's required of all school bonds in Texas in order to get the endorsement of the Texas School Fund. I don't know. But the language in the bond seems to contradict the promise that you can pass the bonds without a tax rate increase. The final point is this. If it's really true that you can vote for the bonds and not see a tax rate increase, then it would imply that you're already paying for the bonds whether they pass or not.
I was in a classroom the other night for my daughter's open house in 3rd grade, and to see technology in action, and it had an arrow pointing to some of the worst technology that I've seen. I have heard that our kids, when they go to school, they have to power down because they have better technology in their homes. All of these kids are, you know, in iPhones. They work these things better than their parents, Blackberries, etc., etc. And the technology here for what people pay tax-wise, what have you, it's just embarrassing. And they're not wants. Most of these are just plain basic needs.
When enrollment isn't growing, why do we need a new school? What's wrong with renovating the schools that we have rather than creating new schools and spending $40 million? And I love the fact that there's a great tradition with the Southlake football program. But I look at that facility, it's nicer than the facility that I played in college. And so we want to go spend $5 million on seating. Now, this is going to be one of those bold comments that may bother some people, but this is entitlement. Our kids deserve a lot, but we also need to realize that we need to invest in the future for our children, not for just now, but for the future. Because $138 million is a lot of money. $138 million to a person that comes in and says that we don't have to raise our taxes to spend that is just, it's mind-boggling to me that I'm overpaying my taxes today, is what I would say. I don't know how you can say Prop 3 is a need.
The question is, do bricks and mortar improve the education? Will bricks and mortar increase test scores? Will bricks and mortar give you a better educated son or daughter? Will bricks and mortar do that? Or have we wrapped technology into something in order to get bricks and mortar?
Remaining an exemplary district will be extremely challenging in the years to come if we do not make this investment in our schools.
Being a member of our committee, I feel we did an outstanding job balancing the needs of our district with protecting our taxpayers. We obtained a very conservative analysis of our debt capacity and found that a bond package of $138 million would not increase the tax rate. We used a calculation of no property value increase for the next 2 years. We also used a very conservative 3.5% property value increase the following 5 years. then back to no increase in property values for the rest of the life of the bond. With those numbers, we still show no increase in the tax rate.
The city is now accepting applications for boards and commissions. Applications are available in the city secretary's office in Town Hall at 1400 Main Street or at cityofsouthlake.com. The deadline for applications is May 31st. Thanks for watching, and join us again next week for another edition of the Newsbreak Southlake.